Okay, I should tell you, I'm thinking of sometime arranging a Crazy House or a Chess Among Us stream. So here's the idea. You have two players, the weakest two players of each team, who are playing the game on Lichess. You need at least you need at least four players and one arbiter. So you need at least, this is like the absolute minimum, four players and one arbiter. And the arbiter tells one of the players, you are on, say, White's team, and the other player, you are on Black's team. And those two players can kibitz, and obviously a player will win if their side wins. But when you're about to be mated, you can a player, one of the playing players, can say, "I reckon that kibitzer was on the other side. He was trying to help my opponent." And if you get that right, then you get at least a draw. So anyway, it doesn't really work that well with 5 players. Okay, so let's just step it up to 7 players. So you get 7 players. You have 1 arbiter and 6 players. So it's 3 teams of 3 versus 3. But it's Crazy House or Chess Among Us because one of the 3 is actually an imposter. He's pretending to give help, but he actually scores points or wins if the opposite side wins. And if a player is about to get mated in this game, the player can say, "I reckon that this person on my team was an imposter. He was actually helping the other side." And if he correctly predicts the imposter on his team, then he doesn't suffer defeat, even though he's mated and won. Of course, if you're mated and won, you don't notice it, then you suffer defeat. But so you have to at least notice you're getting mated. so so you can call, "I reckon he is the imposter," and if you are successful, you don't win, because if you won the game, that would just end games too quickly, as people predict who's the imposter. And people would actually the other side will try and predict before you who their imposter is to get the win. So no, you don't win, you get the draw. You'll just secure a draw. So a player will only want to do that if they know they can't win. They know they can't win, say they're mated and won, then they'll say, "Okay, I call imposter, I predict this person on my team was actually the imposter." So that means genuine players want to help their player, but they don't want to help him too much, too obviously, because so genuine players want to help, but so rather the imposter doesn't want to help. He wants to help the opponent. He wants to feed bad moves and so on, but he doesn't want to do it too obviously, because if he's found out, then his team can't win. So that's the idea. Cinnamon73, I like it. Yeah, because it's like Among Us has like really taken off in the last few weeks with like AOC doing the stream with, well, it was probably already taking off, and then AOC did that stream with like however many million people watching it. And since then, I was watching some of the famous Among Us players. I was thinking, it's great. I mean, I love it, but I could never actually play it. I need it to be chess. I want chess Among Us. And I was thinking, what makes Among Us quite fun was it's kind of really interactive. But what I also find quite amusing about it is like politically speaking. I know people don't are fed up with Duvid's deeper meanings of things, but there is a slight element, like politically speaking. Um, we are going through like a culture of lying throughout the world, where like politicians have always lied in a sense, but not quite so openly. I mean, they've at least pretended to be honest. Whereas we're going through a culture now of like of culture of deceit, which is quite unlike any other in history, surely. Um, so I thought it's quite funny how in this sort of the culture of lying, the game Among Us has kind of taken off, and I was wondering whether it subconsciously like taps into our training the young generation to be aware that they are being lied to. I mean, this is way too deep, right? But Carlson played 12 minutes ago on Lichess. He should. I mean, he didn't challenge me. Um, okay. I do follow him, but I can't see. Oh, Yasusaron's playing. Who is he playing? Don't know who he's playing. So yeah, I think there's an element of how do we train our young to be aware of, because it's okay if people lie if you're not like hoodwinked by it. I think the problem with the Trump era, it came at a time when I think, ooh, AI level 7, fun. I haven't watched these games in ages. Stockfish against AI level 7. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so this square is defended, so he might survive. Just block. Block with what? Block with the queen is dangerous because then a knight, you taking a knight lands. Okay, so he takes with it. Drops with a knight, that makes sense. Can he still castle? He does, but now pawn here comes. Okay, so now we need to counterattack. How do we counterattack? I think we can counter. No, you can't, because the problem is takes knight here. Oh, but he's got a rook for mate. Ah, yuck. That's so annoying. That is a problem. Because otherwise you could just do some crazy move like no, you can't. But I mean, you could be tempted to do some crazy move, but, like just go straight in for the attack. But this is a problem. Takes, knight here is checkmating, isn't it? Or is it? King here, yeah, knight takes bishop. I mean, it can't be good. King here, rook here, king takes, pawn, pawn here, pawn here. I mean, I'm sure he's got enough. I mean, I'm not sure, but he must have enough. So that's why it's desperation here, to try and get safe. Just trying to get safe, not even taking the queen. I don't even know if it's a real queen. Probably isn't a real queen, right? Yeah, it's not a real queen. That's why he's not interested in it. Okay, he takes it. I don't know, there could be some mates here. So we take a rook, obviously. If we take a rook, do we do knight h3? Takes. We got to take it. Takes. Now rook h1 is rook h8 is a threat. King takes at g7. Rook h8, big threat. Oh, he's going to fall for it. Rook at h8. Game over. Duh, resigns. He missed it. And Skatkund, it says it's teaching children how to lie. Oh yeah. So it's as well as teaching people how to as well as teaching people how to tell lies, it's teaching people how to lie. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't see it as like when you're playing I don't. Somehow it doesn't feel like a lie. It's more like acting, and acting isn't lying. So yeah, I think of it more as acting. So I don't think there's anything morally wrong in that sense with the game like Among Us. I'm kind of quite positive. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I think I am. I mean, of course, it kind of feels like a waste of time compared to chess from my perspective. I mean, I feel it's not nourishing in the same way. It's sort of really fun and entertaining, but I don't feel it's sort of nourishing in the way that chess is. Let's open up Lichess. Oh, Jan Lee's posted. Congratulations to Drasugi99 for winning the CWC Candidates in 2020. While there are still a number of candidate matches that remain to be completed, he's recently finished all his matches with a sufficient lead that makes him mathematically impossible for him to be caught by competitors for this year. With a stunning average match result of 8.5 out of 10 in such a strong field, this is a well-deserved win that entitled Drasugi99 to challenge defending Crazy House World Champion Oppa Wazen in a 60-game match of 3+2 Crazy House chess for the world title in 2020. This has traditionally been spread across 3 different days that are agreed by both players, with 20 games played each day. We should expect to see this final match to be scheduled to be played before 31st of December 2020. We will still be respecting the outcomes of the remaining candidates' matches, which ultimately determine prizes dependent upon rankings. And LegionDestroyer says, Switzerland is very proud. Congrats Jasugi99, because I think Jasugi99 is like half Swiss originally, although he's Canadian. So, okay. So that's cool. Mugwort gsvc has started. Mugwort gsvc has started. Okay, so I'm going to close that down. I'm going to have to close down the Bugzilla. Okay, come on, someone join me. Let us commentate. Let's commentate on gsvc against Mugwort. This is game 1. gsvc playing 1 a6, and not even a6 d5. a6 a6 and then a wolf defense. Now, hopefully, yeah. Okay, so this is obviously strong, just getting a strong central pawn on e5. Very positionally sound from Mugwort. Black's really behind in development because of moves like this. GSV says, I don't know what I'm doing. That's fair enough. Because takes, he's not even threatening anything, that's what he means. So what's the knight doing there? This opening sketchy in Crazyhouse, says Pepsi. Jasugi99 and Pepsi are watching with me. I know they should join in the chat though, because they're here. Okay. So really problematic position here. Hang on. So just here, bishop here. So he improved his queen slightly, and then plays f6. Don't know. Why? Oh, sorry. Why is it not updating? f6, e takes f6. Hang on. Bishop takes f4, f4 takes. Yeah, we're up to this point. So if here it's a draw, it's effectively a draw offer from black. So I'm just trying to see. Okay. So yeah, lots of people watching, but unfortunately not many. Okay, so instead h3, rejecting the draw offer. Yeah, that's an interesting. So when you can't defend, counterattack. It's a very important principle. So he obviously didn't like the idea of knight h6. Yeah, I can see why. I mean, among other things, no. I was thinking of sack, queen here. That doesn't work because knight can come back here. But I can see why. Now this is going too quickly for me, so just going to back up a second. The bishop goes desperado, so the knight goes desperado also. Rook takes, pawn takes. Okay. So gsvc is trying to create some complications. f6 is very weak. Time is very weak, and g3 is very weak. So those are the kind of the three things I'm looking at: the clock and those two squares. Bishop at e3, strong move, but this is the problem. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's also good. This is painful. I mean, I guess you just have to do something like take the rook and just put a rook on the back rank. It's disgusting. And then you have another pawn landing. But what else can you do? Bishop here, takes, but then a rook lands on the back rank. This is getting mated. Is there anything? So gsvc has got all this time, but what can you do with it? PKR says, feels like mate for white somehow. Yeah. All this time, but... Okay, I see a defense. Not a great defense, but what about rook here? Takes, pawn here? No, that doesn't really work. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, just resigns. No, yeah, nothing really worked there, to be fair. CDM CNU. Oh, so PKR warned me the match had started. I only just saw. CDM CNU says I can join, and congrats Jasugi, my guy. Hopefully you see that. Okay, yeah. So if you're on the Discord channel, hop in. I'm telling people to hop in, hop in. Because yeah, I think the stream is more entertaining for this sort of match. If it's a live stream, if there are lots of people watching and chatting with each other, I think it's just more fun. Good start for Mugwort, and just to see, like, okay, you see, I'm it said it's not Bugzilla Penguin anymore, so it's false information. But someone's got to 3,000 in puzzles. Jabava and St. Louis are also streaming. Okay, so it's nice that I'm actually now featured on Lichess. That's cool. But my stream title is wrong, so hopefully if I change my title, they won't suddenly take away my feature. So I'll just leave it as it is. So just this game. Weird opening from gsvc. What is he up to? He's just saying, I provoked a weakness, I'm now going to back away and block my bishop up and create a weakness on c2. So in terms of Crazyhouse, this is not pretty to watch. Creating this weakness on c2 when he hasn't really developed his king side. I don't like this game is like chess. Absolutely, Crazyhouse is chess, and there's the way he's playing it is absolutely like chess, but it's not chess. I feel like gsvc is not developing fast enough. Also in his games against Jasugi99, he's getting punished for not developing fast enough. Look, this square is weak. I think it's always useful in Crazyhouse to look at weak squares. This square is weak. Oh, so this was actually a brilliant move. Now I see it, because this square is so weak, but he's actually successfully chased the bishop away from that diagonal. So that's awesome. And I was thinking f3, but no, this is very principled play from it's very principled play from gsvc. I think he wants this, maybe even this, and keep this threat open, and maybe this. Ooh, but does he want that? Because then, well, rook takes? No. He's got so many choices here. I'm thinking he wants to keep the queen here. That's the point. Yeah, bishop takes makes sense. I don't like. He must be a little bit worried about that file. So I'm not. Was f3 really so bad? Maybe it is, because now the knight's got. If you play f3, the knight's got nowhere to come back to. I think, and gsvc is very aware of things like that, of like where squares available for his pieces. Okay. So he's basically threatening to win that pawn, and also defending this pawn. So it's quite a good move. Maybe queen here, with plans of just takes, and takes, and there's no mate. I am still streaming, right? Yeah, I am still streaming. Just people are saying, "Am I streaming?" Yes, I'm streaming. I'm streaming. The chat's been a little bit quiet the last couple of minutes, but I'm even featured on Lichess. Okay, but he gave away the full queen. Why did he do that? Like, I quite like the idea of even going here and even just sacking the queen for 2 pieces, but sacking the queen for 1 piece? Surely that's not right. Ah, Legion is joining me in the house party channel on Discord. That's great.
Hello, can
Hi
you hear me?
there, I can hear you. And hi there, Chuck Moulton. I am still
Yes.
streaming, amazingly, yeah. I was waiting 90 minutes for Penguin to play against. So I'll make sure you're at maximum volume. It's quite quiet, but I can hear you. Thanks, Chuck Moulton,
Perfect.
for all the support. And I put out a little widget so you can see who's talking in this stream. That's why I was kind of saying, come on, people join me, because I have this cool Discord widget. So when you talk, it has your name on Discord, whatever that is.
Ooh, is it some sort of overlay?
So basically, whenever you talk, it will say Legion is talking, kind of thing. It'll have a
Ooh,
little
nice.
avatar of your, yeah.
Okay, let's see the games. I haven't checked it out.
So it's GSVC has lost game 1 against Mugwort, and I think he did an unwarranted queen sack as white in game 2. So I feel like Mugwort's doing well,
As
but
usual.
as usual, Mugwort's low on time though. Yeah. And GSVC, like against Jasuga, I feel is playing a bit too passively for Crazyhouse, meaning not developing his pieces quite well enough yet.
Ooh.
GSVC, he's
Convincing win from Mugwort in game 1.
yes, indeed. I mean, Mugwort had no time at all, like literally no time, but won. Okay, but this is okay. This is looking uncomfortable.
94, very nice.
Because if you take, it's opening up the rook file. What do you do? And he's threatening. What's he threatening? Queen takes knight is the threat. Yeah, queen takes knight is the threat. So you have to defend the knight. And then what? It's like bishop at f4.
Probably,
what?
yeah, bishop e5, probably.
Yeah. But just f6. No, probably something more direct. Doesn't maybe knight
At
takes
f6,
knight.
you can probably take c7.
I was thinking even knight takes knight might work. Knight takes knight, bishop takes queen takes bishop might even work. Because you pick up a knight.
Yeah, but
Pawn takes.
the king feels very safe on d1 after,
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
example,
you're right.
at f2.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so where's the mate here? We have a pawn rook.
So this is very nice here.
What's the finish?
I mean, he can even take g3 here.
I can't see the finish.
I don't think white has anything.
What? Yeah, but I can't see the finish.
He's going all in.
I don't see it.
No, you had to go knight takes g3.
Yeah,
So
yeah, knight
when you
takes
still had
g3,
a
I
queen on
see it.
f2, I
Yeah,
think.
I see that, yeah. But he played the
Yeah,
crazy.
okay. You mean you don't see like?
Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I
the
don't see the
mate,
mates
with
here.
check.
Yeah, we're going all in.
I agree. I agree.
Feels dangerous against GSVC.
So now this is very dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Queen e7 coming.
It's all game over. He's got 2 queens. It's game over. It's a pawn at f6.
Ooh, he has d5. Maybe he had.
Pawn
Yeah,
f6.
this is this is cleaner
Pawn
actually.
f6,
Oops.
queen g7. Yeah, exactly. It's easy.
Yeah.
Rook takes, queen takes, checkmate. So GSVC winning a game he really didn't deserve. That's just going to really calm the nerves. Skukhund in Twitch chat says, ask Legion if he watches South Park. I remember some guy named Legion, and then something.
Yeah, that was actually me. Yeah. I think it was a guy that has a name that looked a lot like a character in South Park.
Cat poacher with words of wisdom. I think as a general rule, Mugwort should avoid time scrambles. Yeah, that's true. Because he just lost. He lost that game just because he's low on time and played too quickly. Easier said than done, says PKR. Yeah, I know. Like 3+2 is fast for for some players. 5+5 is fast for me. I was playing Fumitox in 5+5. I'd get into such time trouble in Crazyhouse 960. So the bishop could just back off, right? Just be annoying, back off.
Where to? Like h4?
Just h4, yeah. What's the... I mean, you
Okay,
could also take...
h4.
Okay.
Maybe bishop.
You could have also taken queen
I think this
takes
is accurate.
bishop at e5 as well, but yeah. But what was the response?
I think this
what was
would
the response
prevent
to
knight
bishop h4?
f4.
Oh, knight f4.
Knight f4, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking actually bishop h4, knight f4, and then drop on e5, but maybe that's just, yeah.
What did you say? You kind of.
I was thinking bishop h4,
bishop h4,
knight
knight f4,
f4, new bishop at e5,
knight f4.
New bishop at e5. That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
And the knight wasn't on c6 at that time, so
Mm.
so knight takes g2.
You gotta be careful of takes d3 and bishop at e2, stuff like that. But
Yeah, that's
maybe
true.
it's okay.
Yeah. So the bishop at e5 would be hitting f4 though. So yeah.
Yeah. So it would be technically like a queen for 2 pieces. Oh no, you give up a bishop on d3. So.
Yeah, I give up the bishop on d3, then I take the knight, and I see what you're saying. Yeah, the pawn on d3 supports another. So we're analysing quite deep on something that didn't happen, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure who I prefer here.
yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Who do you prefer?
That's what I'm saying. It's I'm not sure.
If you had to pick one.
Um,
Okay,
Probably
let me state it like
like
that.
White's got an
Who do you
extra pawn.
think you
White's got an
would
extra pawn in
win with?
hand. Yeah, White's got an extra pawn in hand, and it's White's move. So yeah, White. Okay, that's kind of shallow, but
Okay.
having the move and an extra pawn in hand. So although you're about to lose a piece, it's okay. Yeah, I prefer White.
Yeah, I think as long as you control the G file, you should be okay as White. But you gotta be careful.
So PKR suggesting knight e5 at some point, maybe the previous move.
Knight e5.
Yeah, it's dangerous giving away knights though with the G file, because knight h3
Knight e5 was very,
very risky.
very crazy, I think.
Yeah. So the point is when you give a knight
Because knight takes e5 and then
knight
knight
h3,
f3, yeah.
knight h3, knight takes f2. But okay, f2 is protected for now. But yeah.
No, knight f3 probably better, right? Because it hits the bishop on h4.
Oh yeah, knight f3. Yeah, that's true.
Because knight h3, the bishop covers f2, so
yeah, exactly.
Should be fine.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like GSVC is getting into his comfort zone though somehow. But I mean, I still think White's okay, but I feel like GSVC is in a comfort zone. He's got no pieces though. That's not comfortable. That's what I like about White. Having pieces is a plus.
Okay, now he has one.
Yeah.
What can he do?
White, okay, so something exactly. Drop on e5, drop on f6 next. Come on, 8 seconds.
Ooh, this is scary.
Yeah, White's crushing.
White crushing? I really like black here. The reason I like black is White will take many moves to to mate. Because what black is so well defended. And black has some really good weaknesses.
Hmm. So he's
On
picking
white,
up a
I mean.
knight with this e7 idea. Or else you go queen h6.
Can you even... Yeah, queen h6.
I was thinking, okay.
I believe that's a free pawn on e3. Yeah. And this should be GG.
Hmm.
I think you can just take the knight here.
Yeah, take the knight, threaten
Take
knight
f3.
f2. Yeah. Yeah, white doesn't have stuff in hand.
Yeah, this is...
Well.
Oh, wow. Okay, this works too.
That threatens mate because the king is cut. Well, it just takes, queen takes, and repeat.
Yeah, this is GG.
Yeah. There's no way of defending these light squares. Knight h4 or something. And yeah, time. So, yeah, gsvc just got into his comfort zone and rolled him over. Ominous asks, what was the score of the Penguin match? The score was Penguin was too busy playing another game on another server and didn't know he was supposed to be playing. So we waited for 90 minutes and it didn't happen. But
That's a good score.
We had fun and we did other things. We played a game of 960. We had a look at Oppa beating AI level 8 with 1 c4. We had a look at some moves from Game 7 of gsvc against Jasugi 99, which took place last night. So we did all kinds of things which I probably won't publish though to YouTube, but they're fun things anyway. But this goes to YouTube because we have LegionDestroyer commentating, so it's special.
So what was your prediction for this match?
Oh, this is difficult. I'm feeling like gsvc came into it a bit rusty, so I'd say 6-4 gsvc.
Yeah,
that's his typical winning score, 6-4.
Yeah, true. Makes sense.
I'm quite a fan of Mugwort, actually. I think he's quite good, but
yeah.
I mean,
especially in long time control.
Yeah. You know, when you have like games against the engines, like he's the kind of player he can beat the engine without book. Yeah, not many players can do that. So why is he not quite as good? Maybe he does. Yeah, maybe he does suffer from time pressure.
Yeah, that's very true. But he does have some opening knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. I feel he doesn't always play like the main lines, but he definitely knows. He knows how to play book if he needs to, if he wants to. Yeah, GSVC was playing strange openings, like 2 games ago, the game he won, you know, with this weird like Queen's Gambit setup. I thought Mugwort would punish him for that, but he didn't.
Yes, c4. That was weird.
Yeah. I mean, there was a huge.
Although I think c4 is a very viable move in Crazyhouse.
So the problem with the position was there was a huge weakness on d3, but it was quite ingenious how he managed to chase away the bishop. Just with the move knight h4, knight to the corner of the board, knight h4, he managed to chase away the bishop from f5, which was eyeing that d3 square. So yeah, I think it was quite ingenious at managing. And once you've chased away that bishop, suddenly you're controlling d3, so everything's okay. Okay, he's now got a bite in on g7. Okay, so what does that do? It looks like
What
it
is
loses.
this?
It looks like it loses a pawn. So why doesn't it lose a pawn? Because the knight's hanging. Okay, yeah, obvious. So it takes here, rook takes knight.
True. Yes.
So instead it's a bishop trap. That was obviously my first reaction when I saw g4. He's going for the bishop trap. To be honest, I'm not sure he should. I wonder if he should mind. He could even go like rook h8, just take with the h pawn, and exploit the open h file. That would have been tempting to me.
Yeah, rook h8 was interesting. But I think if he played rook h8, he wouldn't. I think he wouldn't open the h file.
Well, then you save your bishop then.
That's just an intuition, though. But yeah, that's true.
Oh, this is going to hurt because
I guess he
h6 is
just felt his king would be kind of cramped.
h6 is coming again. This is really going to hurt. Lucas Schacht says some rook takes e4 at some point soon. Needs some setup right now.
I think that's a free knight, right?
Yes. Yeah, well, it's free now because after this, he didn't want to take back this pawn because of at h6. He does this. So it's a free knight, but he wants to take this one first. And the knight goes desperado, and then he takes here. Okay, so that's where we're up to. Oof. Both sides just not wanting to take the sacks of the other. Okay, but that knight could suddenly turn dangerous, you know, with knight d3, as long as you're not getting mated. Knight d3 looks strong. Is there anything stronger though? Okay, knight d3 just at f2 maybe, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, we see it anyway. Okay, at f2 I suspect. Unless you can... Okay, he's going straight for a mate.
Ooh.
Oh, takes g3, what? Oh, he's going to take g3, king h1, so cunning.
No, it's... g3 is covered.
Oh yeah, knight takes. But he could also go king h1 to say completely safe.
That's true, yeah.
Ouch.
King takes. Oof, this is dead, I think. Knight h4. Third bishop takes g6.
So the advantage of knight h4 is after bishop takes and then knight h4 kind of things, you could bring your other bishop in, and maybe you could mate with queen and bishop together. Maybe, you know, you create a battery basically. Maybe, not sure. So bishop takes, knight takes. Yeah, I'm not sure if that works, but yeah. So knight h4 is coming now.
Knight
Also
h4 now, right?
knight h4 maybe, yeah.
Do you have enough pawns for that?
I think he wants to mate with pawns. Can you do
That's the
it?
question.
Bring the. You could also bring the queen in. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
he
don't
could.
think he had enough pawns.
Hang on a second. I'm sure he could have brought the queen in.
Okay, now he has probably. I think just at g6 here and queen takes f3.
He did. He
f6.
did have enough. He did have enough. By the way, I'm absolutely sure he had enough.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, very nice. This works too.
So I'm actually just going to quickly show. It'll lag horribly, unfortunately, when I open it up. But just this position here. Okay, so I'm claiming knight h4, king takes h6. Yeah, so this was what happened in the game, pretty much. King takes h6, at g5, king here. Now I'm claiming bring the queen in like so. You're forced to go here. And then I was going to go knight at g6, but apparently even stronger is at g7. So if king takes, then it's really easy. Queen here, king h8 forced, Queen h6 blocks with something, and knight here checkmate. That wasn't exactly the mate I saw, but okay. And if you take with the bishop, then there's knight at g6, and you have all these discover checks. And this was the sort of idea I was saying. King h7 takes the rook with a discover check. King h8 and rook at h7 mates. Okay, so that was just a quick recap at the end of the last game. Okay, so I'm back with you. So what's happened here? Everyone is playing this.
Still the same opening.
Everyone is playing this stuff. This a6 d5 stuff.
Yes, yes.
I don't like it. It can't be good.
I mean, it's practical because when you play your knight on c6, you don't want it to be pinned. So a6 makes sense, I think, and it's a good move to get out of theory.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So, but I feel like if you want to get out of theory, don't play what everyone else currently is playing, because that's just you think you're getting out of theory, but you're just walking into what people are used to. Play what people are not playing anymore. Play bishop c5 or whatever in the e4 e5, because no one plays that anymore.
That's true.
Skakun says, "How often are you live?" I mean, 2 or 3 times a week, but it's quite haphazard. I don't have any regular schedule. Although I do have a calendar. So basically, if you check out the blog, it may not be me streaming, but if you see a Crazy House match happening, so the dark blue stuff. So okay, actually that's not. So basically, there's a calendar on the right-hand sidebar of that blog, where you see lots of events happening. And if it's a Crazy House match, so if the ink is in dark blue, then if it's possible that I'm streaming it, but it's also possible that someone else is streaming it. But those are the times when I'm quite likely to be live. So this can't be good.
Yeah, I don't expect gsvc to win this.
But he won it last time, somehow. What's different?
But this is worse, I think. Mugwort played better.
So, and also, by the way, to anyone who's new, do check out and subscribe to the YouTube, because I stream haphazardly, but then you'll see whatever I've done. I put the best stuff up on the YouTube, basically, like the highlights, even if it's full stream highlights, even if it's like 3-hour highlights. Yeah, at b7 was nasty. So he's deflected the bishop from defending d7, and as we see now, also f5, and now the bishop's looking stupid on g7. He's gonna. It's not pointing at the white king. It was taken away from all its defensive duties. Could even see, yeah, okay, that was a surprise.
You want a pawn for h6 here.
You do? Okay.
Pretty hard to defend for black.
Yeah, I guess you got a queen in hand, so I guess that's the philosophy. Yeah, good point, good point. Queen in hand, h6 is even stronger. Yeah. So
yeah, I like 94. I think you have to. He likes black? No way, right?
Yeah, I don't get it. What do you do with all these knights?
At e2 feels very, very weird. What?
That can't be right. Just take it. Take it.
Yeah, I think you take it and you can even consider
queen takes
takes
pawn.
g7.
Yeah, queen takes pawn. King takes. at h6, king takes. No, and then find it's not working. Okay, what is the mate here? Huh.
So queen take g7 at h6, and at g5
Oh, you go at
seems
g5 as
reasonable.
well, and then you got knight f3 at the end of it. Okay, yeah, that's true. You have enough diagonals. You got like so many diagonals in hand. Yeah.
Or even h4. Even h4 is worth considering.
Okay, he's going for it. Mugwort sacking the queen.
I kind of liked the knight on e5 because it covers d7 in case of retreat from black.
It covers where? Oh, d7. Yes.
So it covers d7, yeah, in case because the black king wants to go to f5 and run to e6, d7.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, this is very
Okay, this
beautiful.
was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. That's a perfect cookie crown. Just get him all the way up the board and then cut him off. Cut him off. So he was here, just completely cut off. Queen here. So you cut off.
Yep.
Just the one square he can go to. Just a couple of pawns, mates. Push a couple of pawns. Okay, so that was a good win from Mugwort. Gets him back on the board. 2-3. And Cat Poacher on mobile, so I'll just tell him what the score is. Ah, someone else has told him already. So yeah, my prediction was double this, so 6-4.
So far, you have the ratio.
Yeah, I got the ratio, yeah. So yeah, gsvc not playing kind of b3 nonsense. At least he's playing d4, but he's playing with a very safe king. Yeah, okay. Maybe g3 at some point might be g3 f2 might be targets at some point. So obviously, if white can control e5, that would be good. But for now, black controls e5. Yeah, people are saying he'll probably win all with white, but gsvc doesn't always play sensible moves in the opening as white. He's almost, he's good with black sometimes. And he squanders his advantages, meaning his opening advantages. I mean, here he's going for queen d2, bishop takes h6, and I think that's actually quite strong. Yep, he will not be deterred from his plan. Yeah. So Cat Poacher says, I thought maybe knight b4 instead of bishop e3. The bishop on d6 is a good piece. So he wants to chase away. Okay, but that does take away control of this square. Having said that, you're going to lose control of
Knight
that.
b4 instead of what?
Knight b4 instead of bishop d3 is what Cat Poacher was thinking. Yeah, so CIW makes a good point that if you could, it'll be very difficult for an automated system to work out whether you're talking about a past move or a future move, though. If you want to hyperlink it up, it wouldn't be so easy. Maybe it works.
But it would be sufficient to have it link the game, the move at which point he talked.
Yeah, maybe that does work already.
So I think.
Yeah, so if I go 11, knight takes d5, doesn't it already do that? Let's just see. Yeah, see, it works. And by the way, by saying that, I'm pretending how good I am. Of course, I didn't see that move coming at all. So Dude Man Bro 9000 says, was a6 really necessary earlier? Gave white a good target for queen and bishop. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't necessary. So why was it played? He's trying to control g5, but absolutely it does give white a target, which, to be fair, black is doing a good job protecting for now. Maybe we'll see bishop if he really wants to go for it. Really? I'm shocked. Because the queen is protecting as well, so I'm really shocked. And f6 is protected. I don't see it. It just looks like you're giving up that piece. What's he thinking? Maybe he's thinking pawn at... Yeah, maybe he's thinking pawn at f5.
Queen f6.
Queen f6, exactly, and I can't see the continuation. Black's still maintaining control. Okay, what's the idea here? If king takes, or knight takes, or what's he... Knight takes pawn, so what's wrong with king takes?
King takes, knight takes f2, I think.
Oh, I see.
I think he goes knight takes f2 here.
Well, this is big brain play from Mugwort. Oh, wow. Yeah, he really is getting in on the dark squares. I didn't see that at all. And white's only got one knight, so can't mate. You know, knight f6 is nothing. Dude Man Bro says, yeah, f2 super weak. Yeah, actually, if white had a second knight, knight f6, knight h5 would be mating. But he doesn't have a second knight, so what if there's a huge weakness on g7? It's fine. Bishop takes f2 is coming, and that's going to be curtains. Okay, not quite.
Yeah,
So
I think queen takes e3 is fine.
Queen takes e3, queen takes. The thing is, when you can't defend, counterattack. So I'm thinking at some dangerous counterattack. Yeah, maybe just give up the queen. Queen takes e3, queen takes, knight f6, king h8. At g7, king takes g7, and then do something threatening. No, I don't know. Oh, this can't be right. What? So why not just knight takes knight and get a beautiful knight? There must be a reason.
So which one?
I think white's going to win this somehow. I mean, although I thought black was winning, there's a knight hanging, basically. Let's go knight takes knight.
Well, that's really dangerous. I don't think you can allow that. I mean, it's not hanging because e3, the bishop on e3 covers it.
Okay, but now there's a mate threat.
Oh, but okay, now okay. Yeah.
But that's the whole idea. But how did... it's sort of disappointing from Mugwort that he's completely controlling it, and then he just, you know, he gives... That's why I didn't like that knight move. You're giving away the second knight that gsvc is begging for. Whereas if he just played controlled chess, you know, gsvc style, then Mugwort would win that game. Clearly tilted. It took a long time to play move 1 there. Oof. 25 people watching in the Lichess chat. Yeah, Dasugi says, I think gsvc was completely fine the whole time. Wow, okay. Even after queen f1, I don't believe he was fine after queen f1. But if I open after queen f1, I'm gonna see like... So I'm just going to quickly look at the last game after queen f1 and switch the engine on. I don't believe black isn't winning here. Okay, so it's like -5. It's -5, but the best move for black is like f5, that's not hard to believe. Oh, at g3, yeah. And at g3 is what he played, so yeah. But yeah, knight takes pawn. That was the move I said was disgusting, and it was engine agrees on low depth, so just need some low... Just need some low 2000 skills to know you don't want to give your opponent a second knight. That's just, yeah. Okay, this looks difficult for black because everything's. Oh yeah, I see that. Oh, but bishop takes the pawn is falling. The d5 pawn is falling. Yeah, Jasugi says in the chat, I think queen f1 is a mistake. I agree. After queen e3 should be fine for white. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Yes. Queen e3 was solid. You're giving up the queen, but you stay solid. I agree with that completely. Yeah. Ooh, nice move to try and drive that knight back. Although you could put a new knight on c3 defending. And then what? Dude man bro said, I think black was trying to go for the kill too fast there. Should have consolidated first. Yeah. Shouldn't give your opponent a knight when all he needs from mate is a second knight, yeah. This is sus, says Jasugi99. For who is it sus, though? That's what I'm wondering.
I think he means for black.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, white's got an extra queen. No, it's got a queen in hand. Okay, not an extra queen. But like the black queen is useless where it is, right? It's not doing anything.
Mm. And white has so many threats.
You see, if black had a queen in hand, he could go like queen at h1 or something.
I just don't know why Mugwort took so much time on rook g1.
True.
Was there even anything to consider?
Tasugi says, black is one move away from dead lost. Maybe take f6 and pawn at g7. Yeah, and you have a queen in hand, so you can go queen at h8 to follow. Okay. So he wants to get a queen on g7 by the looks of it. So at h6, queen at g7. This seems to be the plan. But isn't this letting black defend with like bishop? Jasugi loves to defend, like bishop at f8 or something. But that doesn't work because white's got rook takes g2 whenever he wants it. So
That is true, yeah. Yeah, good point. g2 coming. Third bishop f8. Or even maybe take g7 first. Makes sense too.
yeah.
Okay, going for counterattack is good.
Yeah, if you can't defend, counterattack. It's logical. So he wants a bishop check, taking that nasty pawn on h6. So you don't take this pawn, you just sidestep. But yeah, and I think that's fine. I think you can sidestep and then block. I think that works. So block on f3 maybe. There's going to be a check along this diagonal, along the light square diagonal, so he's going to have to choose where to block. Oof, could have blocked with a new piece, but okay. This looks fine. And of course, that bishop is actually a key defender for black, so it's a problem. Just take it? I don't get it. Yeah, there's that too. Now knight f6 is a threat. Oh, you got to be careful. Yeah, I was saying you got to be careful of two knight mates. There isn't a two knight mate here. I was thinking bishop takes knight, knight takes. Yeah, there are no two knight mates here. Nothing. Black resigned, completely lost. Knight f6 is coming. His only hope was if he had, yeah, I don't. Even if he had like an extra knight in hand, I don't think he has anything. Liam says, "Are my messages on Lichess not visible to others?" Well, watch the stream and chat away in the spectator room, and you'll find out. Say hello on the Lichess chat. I'll just post the link of what we're watching, and you can chat away and see. So Mugwort under 2,500. But he probably was under 2,500 to begin with. But
Yep.
I don't know. Crazyhouse ratings seem so deflated, except right at the top, Katas and Jisugi with 2,800 plus. But everyone else is just so deflated. I mean, you see like Upper Wazen on 2,680 and
Yeah, that's because Katask and Chizugi are eating all the points.
yeah, exactly. And Mugwort under 2,500. Ouch. Okay, of course, over on
Yes,
Pie
that's
Chess,
very rare.
over on Pie Chess with Crazyhouse 960, I think I'm down to 1,300 because I always played. I've hardly played any games and I always lose. Yeah, so Liam, you must be chat. What's it called when your chat is vanished? Chat. You're in the kind of ghost world where only other people who are chat banned can see. Yeah, chat banned. Only other people who are chat banned can read what you write. So it means you've been a naughty boy once upon a time. But it's okay. There's some decent people who've been naughty boys once upon a time. Like the Racing Kings champion. He's chat banned, but he's a respectable player. So it's not
Who is
the end. Racing Kings King. What's his name? He's the young guy from the Netherlands who won the Racing Kings World Championship. So let's put it this way: basically, being chat banned is not the most. It's not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world is to be a cheat.
Yeah.
There's nothing like if you're a cheat, like that's completely dishonorable. But if you're chat banned, that's fine. I mean, it just means people are fed up with you chatting with your chat and they've just
I don't know, but there are worse things than cheating, right? Maybe like hate speech. I feel that would kind of as worse, right?
Yeah. Thing is, people get angry sometimes, so that's why cheating is worse. Because I mean, people get angry sometimes and give like hate speech and stuff. So hate speech will get you chat banned, but is not considered the highest crime on Lichess.
Oh, you mean on Lichess? Okay. I didn't know that.
I mean, just chatting in the Lichess. Yeah, so like, as an example, so in the league, if someone is chat banned, they are completely welcome to join the league, which is considered like you. Whereas if you've even cheated just once on one game ever, you can never join the league. Nice safety. Only H3 is slightly weak, but there's no entry. You can never join the
Ooh, bishop takes h4.
So is knight h3 a threat or not? Knight h3.
Knight h3, king g2. I don't see it, but
yeah.
Maybe he will just go knight takes f2. Maybe he will go bishop h1. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, okay, rotates. Yeah, so just to say to Liam, okay, so it means they were annoyed with you once in the past, but it doesn't mean you're like in the deepest layers of hell, as it were. So I mean, okay, it's annoying. People can't see what you're typing, but it's not the worst thing. Obviously, the worst thing is people who cheat, because when it comes to a chess website, obviously cheating just completely undermines the whole, the spirit of everything. So yeah, people often just do something very minor. I mean, even on chess.com, people are just saying stop, stop, stop to their bughouse partner, and they get chat banned for like 24 hours. So it happens to everyone, even the best players, even the most respectable players. So don't take that to heart, basically. And Lucas Shack says, oh gosh, that is that is a scary move. King takes pawn, knight takes rook, and then if he does this,
Yeah, king g1 was forced, I think.
oh, that's so scary. Because I thought Mugwort was
still
lost.
Scary, yeah.
But what's the continuation? I mean, there's rook g2, rook takes
you
h2.
gotta be careful of knight e7.
Oh,
Watch
97
out.
is mate. Okay. Oops. Okay.
Oops, yeah. Yeah, that's
He does
bad
defend.
miss.
He does defend.
Ooh, that's why he took h4. Very, very smart. Okay, then I prefer white now. What? What is this?
So he wants queen takes knight
No
mate.
way. Oh yeah. Oh, this.
And we can't take
This
it
is great, actually.
because I'm just being slow here.
Oh, this is amazing. You cannot taking because of bishop at b7.
Yeah, so it
Mage
takes.
threat.
You have a new bishop at b7. It's mate. Okay, beautiful. Wow. That was.
Yeah. Very nice.
Offer
Very
would
nice
be
move.
proud, says gsvc in the chat. Oh yes. Yeah. Okay. So 5-3 to gsvc. Oh, knight a6 was nice. Yeah. Okay. So again, so kind of wolf defense from gsvc, which is slightly surprising given what he thinks of the wolf defense, but you're going to get queen takes queen, rook takes
This is
queen,
more of
pawn at e7.
a fianchetto, right?
He doesn't even go pawn at e7, he goes pawn at h6. Is that even better? What's the idea? Is it queen at e7 instead?
Knight takes f7.
Or queen at e7? I mean, f7 is protected by a knight.
Queen at e7?
Queen at e7, is it?
Yeah, no, I mean, queen e7?
Yeah, that's what he wanted. He wants a free piece. He's so greedy.
Yes, you're right. Knight takes f7, knight takes f7, and you cover h6.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
And Jasugi says, yikes, this is some nasty mugwort theory. I've seen this before. Jesby says, did I see Mugwort play this before? Nobody knows about frauds better than me. Okay, I'm going to play through this game myself. I think we need to learn from this game. So, it's some wolf theory. There's a counter wolf theory. Okay, so counter wolf theory. What do? We're going to have to learn from this. We go take the bishop to c4, take the bishop knight to g5, and then push. Takes, swap queens. I'd have done it at e7 automatically, but at h6, genius, and queen at e7. Okay, so that's how you do it. Queen takes rook coming, and then queen takes c7 next. So the queen, notice how the queen has always got something to do next. It's taking the pawn next, taking the knight next. So you can't really harass it if it's always got somewhere to go next. But he's thinking, so he's not sure.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Of what?
Because black has 2 knights in hand now. So 2 knights in hand. So if,
but no
for
queen.
example, queen takes e8, knight takes e8.
Oh yeah, you don't take the queen. Just queen takes c7 though. And that queen is...
queen takes e7? Okay.
Yeah, that queen is looking silly on e8.
Queen takes e7? That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, and the point is, even if you get attacked again, you take the knight. If he takes your bishop, probably takes bishop is best, then you take back.
Oh, but maybe you... You can insert knight f3 maybe,
Knight f3.
or so knight at f3, or even knight to f3.
King h1. Like, why do I care?
Oh, because it protects e5,
Yeah, that's
so you
true.
can harass the queen on c7.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. It comes with check. It comes with tempo. Yeah, good point. Queen at f8, pawn at f3
But
looks
okay,
annoying.
now I think, yeah, maybe just take g5 and pretend that you're safe.
Yep. Oh. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, that is scary. So knight h3, you have to take it. Knight h3, you have to take it. Knight f3, king into the corner. Drop a pawn, takes. But you don't have knight h4 at the end of that line. That's the point. Knight h4, bishop takes. You have pawn drops, but only not enough pawns takes. Yeah, e4 is covered with your knight if you wanted to keep on drawing that king out. So, yeah, I think you are safe. Ah, okay, so he's trying to go for the free piece. That makes sense. So I'd say give him the free piece. Don't argue with him. You don't want to open up g2. Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, surely you don't want to argue with that. Yeah. Okay, but the problem is now f3, h3, both are problems. Bishop h6 though, threatened mate in 1. Can't be that bad. Oh, okay. I mean, it's inviting f3 at f3. Queen takes knight blocks, and you don't have a continuation. You only got bishops and rooks. Oh, you got a knight. You're just taking a knight. Okay, so you would be mating with the knight. Yeah. Okay, I'm completely wrong. Okay, so queen takes knight is serious stuff. But bishop, hang on, bishop d7. Oh yeah, then queen takes g5. Okay. Okay, Mugwort's finding good moves.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking bishop h6 looks strong, but
Okay.
this might be even better. Because bishop h6 was probably just at g7 to block it. Okay, this is over. Queen takes knight is mating. Because he's picking up an extra knight. Oh, yes. Okay, beautiful. Yes, that's how you mate. Yes, it reminds me of the game that Katas mated Crazy Ara. Yeah, Wannabe 2700 is asking me to change the title. Yeah, I should. That was the match just an hour ago. Okay, I'll change the title. How does this work? So it's... I guess the reason I didn't change the title earlier is when I started streaming I wasn't Lichess featured, and so I was just hoping that by not changing the title I'd stay Lichess featured. After all, I had GM Penguin GIM in my title, so that deserves a Lichess feature, right? I don't know.
Yes.
They have some new
Of
algorithm that
course.
I don't know, so I don't always get featured. It's not like in the past.
Really?
In the past, I would
That's
always
messed
get
up.
featured, whereas now it's like we have so many top streamers now that we'll only sometimes have you featured depending on some algorithm. Um, so so right now I am featured. But basically earlier, Akobian, Jabava, Bartholomew, and someone else were all streaming. So like 4 really top streamers. So I didn't make it. Whereas now I guess I make the cut for the top 4. That's nice. So this is the final game. So I should just focus on the Crazy House. So gsvc is 5-4 up. So it was a nice game from Mugwort to take that last one, and so gsvc is trying to get that 6-4 match win, trying to win as white here. So can he do it? Yeah, so I think impressive comeback from from Mugwort. Yeah, really nice mate in that game. Some tough theory. So this has got sharp. What's happening? He didn't go for the queen for exchange of queens line. I guess his king is less safe, so that makes sense. Rook h8 was gross, says PepsiNGaming from last game. Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful finish. Rook at h8. That's how you kill a game.
Interesting position.
Oh yeah, hi there, Raven.
Oh, Raven is
Or
here.
Pepsi. He goes by
Hello.
many names. And also just a wave to Scary Snakes as well, my Twitch chat. Sorry I haven't been properly paying attention to the Twitch chat.
Does castling work?
Probably, yeah.
Scary Snakes shouts out to Yo, burritos in the cut. So you got a shout out from Scary Snakes, Raven.
Yo, what up, snakes?
Scary Snakes. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Like, unless there's a really good reason for it, I don't like that. Just on a very principled thing that, okay, he's replacing the bishop on g2. I was just being very principled, you know. That bishop on g2, that's your defender. You don't mess around with that piece. Even in chess, like, don't mess around with that. I mean, unless you got a really good reason to. It's worth at least a rook.
Ooh, watch out. Knight g4 now, maybe. But I guess you take the two pieces. You take two pieces, yeah.
Takes. Yep, he
for the queen.
does. He knows what he's doing.
You're just so safe.
Yeah, suddenly black doesn't really have much.
Okay, going for the pawns. gsvc would be prime.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, and I think especially that e2 pawn, because if you can get e2, you can get in on the light squares. Because your ace is the pawn on e4, so that e2 pawn is important. But how do you defend?
I mean, where's the threat? He can probably just attack.
Well, you can,
Yeah, this is a good move.
but black
Taking
can
f6.
ignore the attack? He doesn't want to ignore the attack, though.
I don't think so. I don't think black is ever in time to mate first.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is scary, yeah.
Yeah, I guess white was still... White just needed... He needed a few more pawns, basically. You're right, yeah.
Okay, undermining g2.
But d7 is weak. But yeah.
Looks like a GG.
Some ideas of queen takes g4, maybe.
He just needs... So he wants at d7 king takes bishop, right? He's going to take that bishop at some point. And then what's the continuation? He's going to take the bishop and put the bishop on g2. That's the idea, I think. Right. Take e2, get on the light squares,
I'm
f2,
fairly
g2.
sure
That'd
that
be my plan.
taking
I'm not
f6
going
is
to
just
flag though.
mate.
Sorry, what did you say, Raven?
Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing knight takes f6.
f6 is just simple mate.
Oh, you're right. I missed knight takes f6. So the idea is king takes bishop, and then another new knight on d5. That's got to be killing. Back off.
I think queen d7 is very
Queen
clean.
d7.
Yeah. Queen d7 is very clean, I think.
Oh, queen d7. King takes... Yeah. And we have so many bishops and all these... I don't know. He must be trying to calculate the whole thing. No, but why wouldn't you do knight...
For example, so queen d7, knight takes f6. You even have knight h5, knight f4 takes
Oh,
the
yeah.
queen.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's very nice. You keep... Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, Mugwort's going to flag, my chat says. Are they right? Is he going to run? I think he's going to run.
Mugwort is gonna flag.
That doesn't work at d7.
Hard to run.
Yeah.
Knight at e5.
Yeah.
He's going to try and run to b8.
Although you have to be sure you mate, because otherwise.
Gosh.
I think he should have just took f6. I don't know why he did bishop at
Yeah.
g5. I'm pretty sure it's just
That's-
mating.
Yeah, this works.
But this should be mating too.
But note that you cover a6, right? So a6 is covered.
Yeah. A6. Okay.
So where's the mate?
Yeah. I think this is GG.
Knight takes knight.
Maybe. Oh, he has this.
Oh, this is winning for black now.
Knight takes knight is always checked though.
Whoa! Why did he? No! Why did he do that? That was so bad. Queen takes f2 was so bad. Ugh.
And g4 is mate. Sorry, b4 is mate.
Yeah, a6 wasn't covered.
Yeah, okay, so I'll just show you the
That was
knight
pretty
f6.
weird game.
Pretty sure that was mate, right?
Yeah, I'll show you the knight f6
Except
mate
chicks g2.
to close the stream. And did Mugwort have any ideas in that final position? I'll just try and quickly check.
Yeah, it was totally winning for black at the end. You even had knight takes e5.
Okay, so it's
And
totally
white had
winning
nothing.
because if king g1, you can go knight takes e5.
Take everything on g2.
If takes on g2, you actually just take it. Okay, you take everything on g2, and do you have a mate? No obvious mate, but you can then take on e5, and white doesn't have a mate. Okay, but why did white even play rook f2? Surely he had something here with knight takes c6. Knight takes c6, b takes c6. Right, there's nothing obvious. Not obvious at all.
Yeah, a6 covered, so...
Yeah. So maybe there's something, but it's not obvious. And in the final position...
he just messed up.
Okay, so then earlier, the mate that Raven spotted. Okay. Stockfish takes a while to see it. Knight takes f6. King takes bishop. Queen at d7, king takes
Yeah,
knight.
knight takes f6.
And
Mate
then
in 6.
I was thinking bishop at g5, and that's actually good. I thought it didn't work because the king is trying to run away. So the reason why bishop at g5 works is because if the king runs here, we have another bishop and a knight on f6 will mate. And if king goes here, then bishop at h5, and the idea is knight at f5 is checkmate. Okay, so he has to come back. Oh, that's really quick. Okay, so if he goes king g7, bishop at h6, yeah, king g8, and knight. This is the point I was trying to say. And if he steps up at this point, knight here is checkmate, cutting the king off. Yeah, so that was a very beautiful mate. And the reason here I was thinking instead going knight here, and you probably have a mate. You probably have to take this. And I was thinking take back. But the problem is this square is covered. But this square is actually controlled, so he has to run. He has to run towards this side of the board. But if king e8, so how do we finish this? At d7, king f8. Is it okay? I want to. Okay, this might not be the best move, but surely this just works. You just block the king off, and give a back rank mate. Doesn't that just work? Queen at e8. Yeah, the Stockfish realizes this actually works. You simply give a back rank mate. So it wasn't the mate that Stockfish was suggesting. It's a very easy mate for a human being to see, even though the engine didn't even see it. And whichever way the king goes, it's checkmate. Easy mate. Blocking the king off on the back rank. So yeah, both mates worked. Every mate worked, and instead, GSVC was like losing that position, but managed to win it in the end in time pressure. So yeah, cool stuff. Maybe if I play one other game, I should play that mate again. That the mate with knight at h6, which GSVC won. That was quite beautiful. I'll show.
Yes.
For those, in case someone's just joined the stream, just now, you'll get the benefit of just seeing a beautiful mate from GSVC in this position here.
Note that your prediction was right.
Yeah,
6-4.
6-4, yeah. Takes...
Good job, good job. Alright, thanks for
Yeah.
streaming this.
Oh, yeah, thanks for joining in,
See you.
Legion. And thanks for Raven as well. Bye, guys. And I'll just quickly end with
Take care.
this. Knight at h6, such a brilliant move, threatening queen takes knight, checkmate. And there's basically no defense. All you can do is throw checks. If you take this knight, as happened in the game, queen takes b8, queen takes c7, and knight at f6 is checkmate. If you take this knight, that's what I was struggling to see in the game, you just simply drop a bishop on b7, bishop takes bishop. Queen takes bishop is checkmate. And what else could you do? Yeah, there's just they're not really any other moves in this position. There's no way of defending that knight, so it's just really beautiful. So Stockfish is just suggesting throw-in checks, which doesn't really do anything. Bishop takes h2 check, just throwing in random checks. That's all black can do in this position. So really beautiful move. Does Stockfish see this move knight at a6? It does. So turns out it's a forced mate in 10. Okay, really beautiful move from gsvc, and as gsvc said in the following game, Oppa would be proud of me for that move. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks, yeah, GG's, nice commentary. Thanks Scary Snakes for dropping by. Thanks Dudeman Bro 9000, and everyone else who joined. Wannabe 2700, Liam 321456, Lucas Schacht, Skakhund, who was here at the beginning, Ominous, who popped by, PKR 5025, who's been here a long time as well, CDM CNU, Cinnamon 73, and Apple, who's dropped by at the beginning, Apple 73 7389. Okay, thanks everyone. Been a fun match. GSVC did indeed take it 6-4. He has a habit of winning matches 6-4. Yeah, Jasugi being very kind, saying you should check OK Stream. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'll just drop my YouTube of all my past streams for anyone who wants to check them out. Lots of good stuff there, including a must-see playlist of some highlights, which I created a few weeks back. Okay, bye guys. See you next time. Also, I should say, Mugwort himself will probably do a recap stream of his series, and so yeah, we should also check out Mugwort on YouTube. He has a recap of all his matches. So that's it from me. I might raid a channel briefly, but that's it for me. Bye guys.